What's up, guys? Max here. Sorry I'm rocking out a little bit. But the purpose of today's video is I wanted to make a video talking about Adrian Peterson and what I think his future holds. He's a guy I've grown up and watched basically my entire life, his entire career. I love the guy, honestly, but he had to leave Minnesota. I think it was the right move for the Vikings and Adrian, honestly. But there's a lot of questions about how much he has left in the tank, and I think he has plenty left in the tank. The past 3 seasons, he's really only played one. I mean, last season he played what, like 2 games, barely had any carries, and then 3 years ago, we all know what happened there with the whole child abuse thing. So I feel like he's got fresh legs relatively for his age, and the dude's a freak. He doesn't really abide to the normal laws of humans. I mean, Father Time will take the victory, I guess you could say, at some point, but I don't think that's now. A couple teams I think would make sense. First one is Oakland Raiders. I know they're talking about bringing Marshawn back, which is crazy to me, but I've thought this would be a perfect fit from the start, at least for both sides, honestly. When you look at Adrian, he wants to get the lion's share of the carries, I assume. I think he could get that in Oakland, kind of like Latavius Murray did. I mean, he'd split carries with some of those young backs, but I think that might be good for him to keep his legs fresh if he wants to extend his career like he says he wants to. So I'm thinking he should try and get like 10 to 15 carries a game, more of like a first, second down back, which he was in Minnesota, but I feel like at this stage in his career, it'd be smartest for him to go to a team where there's some other backs so that he doesn't get 20, 25 carries every game, because that might not be best for that team, and honestly it's probably not best for the long run for Adrian's career, in my opinion. But I think Oakland would make a ton of sense. They have a young, pretty aggressive defense there with Khalil Mack and all those guys, and then I think their offense is really good, obviously, with Derek Carr, and I think arguably a top 5 offensive line, if not higher than that. I think other than the Cowboys, I can't really see an O-line that's as good as the Raiders. So for Adrian, I think that's a great location through his eyes. I mean, you run behind a great O-line like that, and you have a franchise quarterback in Derek Carr with a decent defense. Honestly, if they signed Adrian, I think they'd be able to compete in the AFC. Another team that's been rumored is the Saints. He recently visited with them. I think this one could make sense as far as the whole, like, him trying to lengthen his career, because I feel like he could go there and be the pounded guy, but you got Ingram there already, so obviously you're going to have to split carries with him, and the Saints offense with Drew Brees is clearly a passing attack, so he's not going to get the kind of carries that I think he wants, and I don't honestly think he'll get the money that he wants there, but we'll see. That could be an option. Another one that scares the hell out of me is the Packers. I would hate to see that, but honestly, it makes a lot of sense, which sucks to say, but like they have a huge hole at tailback, and like other than Lacey, they haven't really had. I mean, Lacey's been okay, but they haven't really had that pounded guy that's reliable like Adrian is. And I feel like he'd be a great fit in their offense, and then they could still run Ty Montgomery out of the backfield and have a 1-2 punch. And I think that'd take that offense to the next level. I know the Packers' defense isn't great, but their O-line is decent, I feel like, and obviously with Aaron Rodgers, they're always going to be in it, so that's an appealing spot for Adrian, I feel like, and he'd get to play the Vikings twice. I'm sure there's a part of him that would want to prove the Vikings wrong for letting him go, so that's another possibility, which, God, I would hate to see that, but we'll see. Another rumored one has been the Patriots. He visited there, I think, last Monday, from when this is being uploaded. This one caught a lot of fire on like Twitter and stuff, and honestly I don't totally see it, because I feel like Belichick isn't the kind of guy that's going to go spend big money on a tailback. I mean, that's kind of his MO. He just signed Rex Burkhead, a Husker guy. There's the Huskers right there. And they've already got James White and Deion Lewis, so that's kind of a crowded backfield. I mean, I could see it making some sense. You could fill that LeGarrette Blount role, but for the carries that I feel like Adrian wants, because his ego is just freaking huge, and the kind of money that I feel like he's going to want, I don't think he's going to get that out of New England. The only way I could see it happening is if he agrees to be just a role player, come in and pound it when they want him to, and take a lot less money just so he can win a championship. If he really truly values winning a championship, then that's what he might do. But knowing Adrian and watching him and listening to all his interviews and everything, he wants to be the guy, and I don't think he can really be the guy in New England. So I don't know if that's a great fit. If I had to make a prediction right now on what I think is going to happen, man, that's tough. I want to say Oakland because I think that one makes the most sense, but it looks like Marshawn's going there. I think I'm going to go with the Saints right now just because he's visiting there. And I feel like they might want to make a big splash in signing him. That's my prediction of what's going to happen, but I don't know if it makes the most sense. If I was Adrian, I would want to go to Oakland or Green Bay. But I don't know if those are going to happen, so we'll see. Let me know down below what you guys think. I'm always open to other opinions. But this subject's really close to my heart because I love Adrian. He's been someone I've grown up watching. So let me know. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe because we got a ton more content coming. I'm going to continue doing the free agency reviews of each team and kind of give them a grade and what I think they did well and what I think they can improve on, and then preview what they should do for the draft. And then we got a lot more coming. The draft's only what, like I think it's less than 3 weeks away. We got like 2.5 weeks. 2 weeks from this Thursday, yeah. So the draft's coming up. That's huge. We'll do draft grades on everyone after the draft, and then we'll be into mini camp, honestly, like mandatory mini camp and stuff. So that'll be exciting. We'll have tons more content. So subscribe, but you'll definitely not regret it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time.